Hello. Well, every New Year's, millions of people set New Year's resolutions, and by mid-January, most of us have already given up.
2 weeks, how sad is that? Today we're talking about how to set resolutions that actually work, how to keep them, and why they still matter. Dr. Sheryl Ziegler is here with some advice this morning. So talk to us first about why New Year's resolutions are still important.
They are important because they allow you this time to kind of reflect back on the year and say, okay, this is what has gone well, or maybe has not gone well. And then it allows you to kind of keep things moving forward. That motivation to say, okay, what do I want to do differently? It usually is to better yourself. It's usually around health and wealth and family. And so it's important because it is that pause to say, wait, before you just go right over to the new year, let's reflect back on this last year. And that's really important.
Okay. They're important, but why do so many of us fail at this?
Oh, yes. We've got a day for it, right? Quitter's Day. I'm sure we'll do a segment on it, and it's January 13th. Like, there's a date. Okay, so why? Because we set these gigantic, lofty goals.
Okay.
And we don't appreciate and understand, like, in order to, whatever it is, like, get the new job or lose the weight or go to the gym more, you've got to have all these little baby micro steps.
Give me an example of, like, what's the lofty goal that we typically set and how you would reframe that.
Yes, like, I'm going to be healthier in the new year. What does that mean, right? So that's way too big. That goal is doomed for failure.
Yep.
However, if you go, okay, I do want to be healthy in the new year, let me go down here, let me make a small goal, almost super easy goal.
Yeah.
I will move my body 4 times a week for 20 straight minutes, right? Like, that's the kind of goal you can achieve. That's the kind of goal you can measure too. So if you're 4 days in on January 4th and you go, oh wait, I haven't gotten off the couch in 4 days, right? It's time for me to readjust this goal. So we don't want to, you can in your mind think, well, ultimately I want to be healthier. I want to get a new job. I want to yell at my kids less. In order to say, yell at your kids less.
All right, that's turning into therapy.
Yes, now I got to slip a little parenting thing in. But in order to do that, you can't just say, like, tomorrow I'm just going to stop yelling, right? And what's actually easier, let me just say this, is people often say that I'm going to stop smoking, I'm going to stop yelling. We don't do that great at just stop. We do better at adding. It's called habit stacking. So instead of saying, I'm going to yell at my kids less, what you want to maybe say is, okay, when I'm driving my kids to school or I'm making them breakfast, I'm going to stop and take 3 deep breaths. I'm going to remember what my goal is. I'm going to have a mantra that I read and I'm going to put it on the kitchen cabinet, whatever it is. It's easier to add than it is to subtract when it comes to human beings and change.
Yeah.
So instead of saying, I'm going to stop eating McDonald's.
Yes.
Why would I ever say that?
I'm going to eat a little bit more leafy greens.
Why would I ever say that to begin with? That's not my goal.
Just saying in general.
Right,
So
you
what
caught
else
on.
can we do to make sure that our resolutions stick?
So set the goal small.
Okay.
Acknowledge that failure actually is part of progression. Like, so you are going to fail. So if what happens too is, like, you go to McDonald's, right? And then people just feel like they give up. Yeah. I give up, whatever, look at me, it's already day 6, I already went to McDonald's, like I'm terrible at this. Don't give up, say, oh, this is part of the process, I took a step back, let me figure out how to take 2 steps forward. So, and you just want an accountability partner helps a lot.
Yes.
So checking in regularly about how you're doing, especially with somebody else, really kind of increases the odds you're gonna succeed.
A lot of the times we want our resolutions to become habits, that stick with us. How long does it take to really form a habit? And, how do we make sure that consistency remains key?
Yes, well, I'm very research oriented, and this comes up every year. I've seen everywhere from 14 to 40 days. Okay. So I'm not sticking to one because I see some research that says 14 days and some that says it takes 40. So let's just say a month-ish, right? And so, and again, it matters. If you are somebody who's older, you've been on this planet for many generations, right?
Yes,
and then all of a sudden you're gonna try to stop doing something, you gotta give yourself some grace. That's different if you're 21 than you're 51 or 71. Like, it does matter in a sense of how long have you been doing this, but we can sort of change and we can better ourselves. We just have to reframe what it means to be successful, right? If my goal was to move 4 times in the first week, but I moved 3 times, I still have to celebrate that.
Yeah.
And I think we skip that too. We skip celebrating the small steps. You have to do that.
Do you make New Year's resolutions?
Every year.
Do you really?
Every year.
How many?
Usually one.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
It's attainable.
Yes, it's attainable.
you.
Yeah, and I don't know what it quite is yet, but it's formulating.
Okay.
I'll share it on Quitter's Day.
Well, apparently, girl, I'm with you. We'll see you then for that one. Apparently mine is quit going to McDonald's. Thanks, Corey.
It was an example. That's all. Dr. Ziegler, thank you. Appreciate it.